short. Um, Today is a little interesting because we are going to be going through and showing you a little bit of, it's kind of an update, and it's also kind of things that you need to know concerning scion wood, which I have a bunch of because I'm going to be doing a lot of grafting. Hopefully, if God allows, that is. If not, then not. Okay. So we will start out with the update because these are living things. Well, actually, everything on this half of the table over here is living, but we will start with the updates. So what I got to show you first is these guys. Okay. These right here are, I believe, pink and blue seedless grapes, grapevines. They're cuttings that I got on trade, and I tried to root them. This one has the top end that looks very healthy and good. Right there, as you can see, looks very good. So, but now others, like this guy, right here, not only have the top end, but if we look, right there, that is a root, and these are wet, by the way, and more roots. And still more roots. So they did root. I think I did a video. This is the video to show you that they did root. Huge root right there. Little root right there. Again, this is just dripping wet. They don't need to be that wet, but they are. The top ends aren't doing as good on the ones that have roots, but I wanted to show you some roots right there. I don't know if you can. It's getting everywhere. Sorry about that. Those are roots. I used the clear jars, but I could take them out to show you. So these are the vines. These will be going on the property, hopefully, if not in the spring, in the fall. And you ask me, how did I go about rooting them? It was a very kind of complex system. I used an airtight bin that had 4 locks on it. I showed you in one of the videos. And I initially used the medium that I talked about in the videos. You can find them on my videos there. I'm not going to say what they are. It's not a secret. It's just I've said it like twice now what they are. So I used the medium, which was vermiculite, perlite, sphagnum peat moss, and maybe a little bit of potting mix for a little bit of nutrition. And I put them in the airtight chamber. That it was probably a 1.5 by 1 foot bin, clear bin. And I initially watered them and I put them on a heating pad, not a growing pad, heating pad. So every 60 minutes I would have to click, click, click. But there would be several hours where they wouldn't get heat. So that was that. But they did take in the cold. They are sprouting. They are coming up. They didn't look like they would come up, but they came up. Next, I'm going to go back over to the chair to show you the highly important thing. You see, I have these out right now because I want these to breathe. This is my... Actually, those are too. These are my scions that I traded, that I got from different areas, different people. And I want to give a big thanks to all the people who I had great communication with in the past couple of months. They've been more than helpful. And not only that, they have been just the best. I won't give out names for people's privacy, but thank you. Uh, I wanted to show you this video. It's kind of going to be a lame part of the video, but it's a very essential part because I find that when they're in the refrigerator, that they'll go bad on you if you don't let them breathe. So, by the way, when I say label your scions, I mean label them. Those are all scions. Here, 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 here. Scions everywhere. I have multiple scions within there. All scions. All this will be grafted. But you see how they're sealed. Highly important. I have a damp piece of paper towel. I have the name of the scion on the bag where it can't come off. And a piece of tape to wrap it. I'm letting them warm up right now because they've been in the refrigerator. I like to let them get oxygen every now and then, even if it means breaking the seal. Just like that. I'll show you that closer. See, I'm breaking the seal right there just so it can get a little oxygen. And then you close it back up. But these are my scions. And this is a big process because you have to go through each one of these at least once a month, I say. And make sure they're still good because they can go bad in the refrigerator. People let them get too cold, they get choked out. They need to be warmed up, they need oxygen. They're still living just like the vines over here. So that's what I'm going to show you, and I have a ton. In fact, it's not all of them. I still have more over here. Bam. Actually, these I won't have to do because I just got these. These are Honeycrisp. I have this one bag right here of Honeycrisp. I don't necessarily need it. So I'm going to try to find somebody who wants Honeycrisp, the graft there. I'm pretty sure it's Honeycrisp. I'm not 100% sure. And you can see the size of my hand. You can see. So this is ready to go. I can ship it out. I'm going to try to find somebody right here. Because I don't need Honeycrisp. I have the tree. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. So this one's actually already been taken care of. This one is willow. Actually, the willow's coming out. But this is willow. And I use this for growing stuff. Actually, that's how I grew these guys. Was the willow water. Willow water works good. You can make it homemade with a blender and water. 2 ingredients, 1 machine, and 1 person. That's all it takes. This, what are the, oh, these are from my grandmother's tree, okay? And they are quite dense. In fact, they're a little frozen. Gotta let those guys warm up a little bit. The worst part is I taped it all. Which I probably shouldn't have done, but I did it anyway. Well, I'm sure you're not going to want to see me take all these apart and put them all together, but I at least have to do one to show you how to do this. So they're all wrapped up in these bags, and I'll show you in greater detail, okay? Here we go. So they're wrapped up in bags like this. I don't know how well the quality is on this recorder, but I'm sorry if it doesn't come out clear. So there they are, wrapped up. They have a damp piece of paper towel in there, and they're wrapped up. When I ship them out, I make sure to put beeswax, actually this stuff, I heat it up right in this can. It's beeswax, it won't come out. Heat it up right in the can. The can's really good, it hasn't burnt once. It's a pretty good can. I heat it up in the can. I dip the ends, both ends of the scion wood, individual pieces, and I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to get the knife and we're going to open this up. Again, being very careful. We're going to show you what I'm talking about here, because you'll never know what I'm talking about if I don't just come out and show you. I could do a pencil drawing, but I think you guys and girls will appreciate this more. So here's the bag right there. See how it's kind of airtight, how it's all shrink wrapped? It's not shrink wrapped, I just push the air out. Okay, and then notice how I labeled, highly important. If you mess this up with a different variety of tree or a certain type of apple that you didn't want on there, then you're going to be grafting something that you didn't want or can't grow on that rootstock. So it's highly important to label and do one thing at a time. Oh yeah, these guys are moist. Feel that. You can't feel, but oh, that was rude. Okay. Right there. This could be a little bit drier. So this came off this, which was sealed up in that bag. So what I'm doing, I'm not even going to replace the bag. Don't breathe on it, because there's a lot of bacteria in your breath, which I've learned can get on this and actually infect it. So these guys, they're tough, but they're fragile. And if you look, now I got to bring the camera back down. Here we go. That's how many scions I have in one bag. I may not use them all. They say a pencil's width. That is much smaller than a pencil. The size of scion that you want to use for grafting in most cases is something close to that. And that is awfully wet. But there's no wrinkling. It still has its color. I just don't want it to rot. So I may let that dry out just a little bit. But you do want to keep it moist. One person said use 3 teaspoons for something this size of hydrogen peroxide. Takes care of the bacteria, which makes sense. You put it on your skin, it takes all the stuff out. So this is how you package them. You put them in this damp paper towel. You squeeze all of the water off as much as you can, but this one still is very wet. So you squeeze it out. You can put that hydrogen peroxide on. I've done it. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it, but I have done it. Especially when shipping to a place. That way bacteria stays off it. Oh, these ends are not beeswaxed. I should have done that. I did not do that. Could I still do that? Maybe if they were a little bit drier, but now, oh. And then you put them in the bag, like so. Because I want to get all this little basic stuff out of the way, because I know myself so well that once I start the grafting videos up again, which this may be my last full grafting videos for this season. After that, I want to get into other stuff. I'm letting you guys and girls know now, because I'm thinking about getting into rooting. I'll stick with the grafting. I'll show updates, but I'm just other parts of the planting world. So you put it in there, put the airtight seal, zip it all the way up until about there. Then take this corner, wrap it over, tightly press it against the table. These guys and girls in here are tough. All the way through. And there you go. And then actually what you do is, I think it's, it was one of these ends. Okay, yeah, it was this end over here. Once you get all the air out, you seal it back up right there. Ziploc bag. freezer worthy. Bam. A lot of that air is out. They're moist, they're good, they're warm because it's room temperature. And then what you do is you grab a little piece of tape. The cloth didn't have any bacteria on it, so I'm going to move on to the next one, right? Because that's what we're trying to show. So take a little bit of tape right on that end piece right there, and that little piece to keep it airtight. Just wrap that piece of tape all the way around. There you go. See? Doesn't move. That's what you want. Woo! Okay. So that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. But I have all of these. This I got from a guy. These are, and he wrote it really well, Black-Tatarian. Again, I won't give out any names for the sake of the person, but these are not really in the best of cloth. But, I mean, look at how these guys look. This is how it... Now, this person who gave me these did something right. He waxed the ends. You can tell because there's a little bit of wax sometimes up top. But, I mean, look at the size of these. If I can just bring the camera down. That's an incredible amount of growth. The person I got them from said that they grew so well the past year. So this is all the new growth off that tree. So I'm going to try to graft it onto one of my cherry trees. Black-Tatarian is a type of cherry. I'm going to try to graft it onto a cherry. And I have taken some of these and tried to root them. The marker size, and I showed you that video, in fact. And actually, hopefully I can do an update. So, I want these to be a little bit more airtight. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to break it down for you. One piece of paper towel. 2 pieces of paper towel. You fold them up multiple times unless they're a really good brand. Put them together like that. This is what I do. And then I make all the buds face upwards. This way, that way. Put them on the pad just like that. There we go again. Wow. This is some good wood. I mean, it's like really good. Healthy stuff. Very healthy. This is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, you see the beeswax. It comes off, but it's, wow, it's still good wood. I mean, just look at how thick that is. That's huge. Wow, he must, this person must have had a really good growing year. I mean, just look at that wood. It's really good. Yeah, here I am. Look at it, it's so good. You fold the end, like so, and you fold the other end, and then you put water on, and it kind of seals it in there. I'm going to put water on. I'm going to put water on. And for demonstrational purposes, I'm going to bring it over right now, soaking wet. This is wet. You can see it dripping. Take as much water, squeeze it off as you can. In the drain, in a sink, or outside. So we're squeezing. We're squeezing. So we're squeezing. And there we go. So we squeezed it, and you can tell because it looks smaller. And it's okay if part of it's exposed. That's okay because air can get to it. A little bit of air is not going to hurt this stuff. I mean, this is some nice durable cherry. Now this is where I hesitate. Do I put it back in this bag where this bacteria is, or do I put it in a new bag? Probably a new bag. I'll be right back. I'm going to get something. Okay, so I have a fresh news. Yeah, Ziploc bag. Bam, right there. I'm going to put it into a new bag so the bacteria from wherever this bag came from doesn't get onto this. And I know that this is sterile, this bag, so, you know, here it goes. Okay, now it's in that bag. I'm going to zip it all the way up until about that corner right here where my left hand is. And that zips really well. And then I'm going to fold the corner over, bring it in as tight as I can, roll it as tight as I can, pushing this way to get all of that air out into this corner right here as best as I can. And then, best as I can. Wow, I like these Ziploc ones. These are nice bags. Going off topic again. And then I'm going to get a piece of tape and tape up right here where the corner is. And there you go. But what I will do is take the sign that they made for me off this bag. If I can. May not be able to. Well, I'll take it off, put it back on to the new sign, and then it reads Black Tatarian. Then throw away all your old stuff that you may have gotten from packaging and other stuff like that, just because there could be bacteria in this. And rinse off your hands afterwards. You don't have to use soap. It's a good idea. But just rinse them off, shake them off, just in case there may have been a chance of bacteria. And that's basically what you do with these scions over here. So you just, I do it once a month. I get my scions anytime between December, February is the cutoff for me. And the ones all the way from December, I just simply take. And this is tinfoil. Same idea as the Ziploc bags. I just use tinfoil instead. This guy right here is full of scions. I'm letting them breathe right now so they, wake up a little bit, but not too much. Not that they'll wake up. I'm letting them breathe to not fully freeze them. Some of this stuff is from December, like in this tinfoil, or right here. This blue Ziploc bag right here from December. And I believe, is it December? No, September. Get out. It can't be September. Does that say? I think I wrote the date. Okay, yeah, this is Apple. Okay, yeah, September. I have something in here from September? September, October, November, December. 4 months before December? Okay, we're gonna totally have to do an update. If this grafts and takes, I guess you can get it in September. I know I got it after the leaves. No, I didn't. This stuff I did not get off. There's no bacteria. It looks good. It looks healthy. There's no brown spots. So that one I'm going to pass as good. Same with this guy. Going to pass as good. This one, well, let's check it out. September. I can't believe that's September, really. See, I wrote the date because I must have gotten that off one of the properties. Wow, September. That's something else. Oh, yes. This is not willow. Oh, yeah. Okay. This was off a Christmas tree that the family members had of mine, and I don't even know if it's good at this point. The needles have fallen off, but I'm not too concerned with needles falling off as I am. It didn't turn brown. It looks fine. It looks good. Looks fine. Looks good. No, okay. No, I don't know that song. It's an actual song and it is not by me. It just popped up in my head. Sorry. Okay. Oh wow, is there growth on this? No, get out of here. So it's green. It may still be good to graft. This is like a type of pine. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it into a Ziploc bag and label it. Because you know what? If it survived this long, this is from December. This is wood from December. The month of December. This is amazing. That hasn't turned brown. I changed it out once. This is from September 17th. Get out. 2020. Would you look at that? Get out of here. Can you believe that? I didn't even know I had that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Put this in. Two paper towels. Put it on top like I said. Go around the top like so. Cover it up. Shrink it out with the water. Drain it with the water. Squeeze out the water. Again, I'm looking for brownie. I'm looking for anything that doesn't look healthy. If it looks like it's eroding or decaying, I'm looking for all of those things. I'm going to go get a fresh new bag. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and put these ones in here. Like so. Zip up the bag all the way to the corner. Always make sure it's the opposite corner. If you're rolling from here, make sure you leave this corner open. If you're rolling from here, make sure you leave... No, if you're rolling from here, make sure that the parallel corner is open and vice versa, same here. So since I'm going to be rolling from here, I'm going to make sure this top one's open. It's a little technique I found, so this way it saves you from trying to do like hand tricks or, you know. Okay, see that? It's puffing up with air. I don't know if you can see it, but it's puffing up with air. That means the air is getting pushed out. That's what you want. Okay, now that the air is out, you just go ahead, that top corner, just seal it up. And again, we'll take some tape here. I can't believe that I had that since September, which means that's probably going to be the first one I'll have to graft. Whatever month you do first, that you cut your wood first from, let's say you cut in December and then you have stuff that you cut in February. Use up with your grafting the December stuff because it's been in the refrigerator the longest. So first I would use my September stuff, then move to the next month, which would be, okay, September, October, November, December. Like 3 months later, December over here, it's their only December stuff. But you can do that within the span of a day or two. If you're not like commercial like me, so. I'm not commercial, by the way. Okay. And again, throw away the old stuff, rinse off your hands. These all look good. These all look actually, oh, I got a couple in here that are browning. But I think they'll be fine. I really, no, I told you, you're right. I hate to open up the bag, right? Because these I had to use 2 bags each. Is that the Arkansas one? I got an Arkansas black apple scion right here. I think that's this one. Somebody gave it to me. Wait, no, that's not Arkansas. That is a... Yeah, right. I'm trying to read it. And can you even spell out the word? It's behind the wrapper, right? Oh, that's a peri russet. That's a yellow apple. I got 2 of those. I got that last month. Should I really take it out? Yeah, I should. I don't know, but I should. Yeah, actually, I should. Okay. Because I tape these ends, right? Okay. Oh, okay. Now it's out. Oh, it's attacking my finger! Oh, yes. This is the peri russet. Now, I'm going to take this one out. You see the brown? That's why I'm taking it out. Because I don't want mold to build up. So I have to change that bag and let it breathe. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah, this is fine. It just, yeah, it was just a little bit on the end, but I'll go ahead and throw away that in the bag. You go for a lot of bags. I do at least. And I got 2 of the pair. This is an heirloom variety, so it's much smaller. I think that's the reason why it's smaller. I'm not sure, though. And I will use 1 single piece of this stuff, put it in there, and rinse and repeat. You know the process. Okay, I rinsed and okay, I rinsed it, and I got some Glide bags here. Ooh, and these are blue. I'll use these. This is a peri russet, so I'm gonna have to go back through and write right here what it is. First, I seal up the corner. No, wrong corner. Look at that. So I seal it up right there, and then I go from this corner up to that corner. First, I'm gonna write the name before I forget. I actually got this one because somebody in the family has that name, so I thought it was interesting. So why not? So that is a pare russet apple. I better put apple because me, I'll say, oh, is it pare russet cherry? Okay. Now that I have it labeled, I go ahead and I roll it. Why isn't the air coming out? These glide bags are different from the Ziploc bags. Oh, excuse me. Okay, once it's like this, you zip up that corner. Just like so. And then right on that corner is you're going to put the tape around. And I just use clear Scotch tape, just like this stuff. Take about 5 or 6 inches. Start it on that corner right there. And then just go around and around. Like so. There it is. Labeled, ready to go. And actually, I may put another piece right here just to keep that down. So that one didn't look bad. So there's others in here that have brown that I may go through. But now that they've breathed, got warmed up a little, I think I'm going to put them back in the refrigerator so they can cool off. However, what I want to do is get rid of this bag. See, yeah, look at the ends. The ends are doing that, but they're fine. So I'm going to work with it. Oh, yeah. Just to show you. What's this one? Okay, one second. Oh, that's the kefir. I just did the kefir. Okay, that's a kefir pear. And that's from February. I got 2 kefir pears. I forgot to roll them up, though. Oh, and I forgot to seal them. Right in the... Okay. Now that I know this one's already airtight, I'm just going to go ahead and roll it and tape it off. Oh, there is air. Why do we have air? Tape it off right in that middle section right here with the tape. And you're like, when is this going to be over? You're almost 40 minutes in. It's going to be over very quick, this video. Because actually, I'm okay with a little bit of browning. I just wanted to take care of the major ones. This one has no browning whatsoever, and this is why I say label, because now I'm stuck with I don't know. And I have to graft it. This is why I say label. Because then you get stuck with something you don't want to be stuck with. Okay, I wasted enough of your time with that. I'm going to go ahead, roll this up. So I just wanted you to have an understanding of how to take care of your scion wood while it's in the refrigerator, because I know not a lot of people go through that extra step. Not that they don't do it, they just don't share. Not that they're not willing to share. It's just, maybe they don't have the time. I have the time, so I'm sharing with you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and around we go. Like so. Okay, for the most part, I would pass all these. There's a little bit of browning, but I would pass all of these. Yeah. Oh. Why did I do that? No. Great. So I'd pass all these. They look good. They look fine. So now, once you've gotten to this step right here, all these wonderful things of scion, you're going to want to, well, I guess I'm not even going to use a bag. I mean, I could use a bag, but yeah, you're going to want to take a big grocery bag and put them all inside. So what we're going to do, take a big grocery bag, come back over here. We're going to put them all inside the big grocery bag. We're going to tie off the end. Some will stick out. That is completely fine because they're sealed within their individual bags. And I know if a lot of you ladies and gentlemen have given up at this point with this video, I completely understand. Take out as much oxygen as you can, or air for that matter. Have a nice rope. Go around. Tie it off. Like so. And that can go right back in the refrigerator. Okay. Okay. Now that we're past that step, there's just one more thing I wanted to show you is an addition to the grafting kit, which is now, it's not a grafting kit. This is an everything for fruit trees kit for me. So, is this. It's a True Living Outdoors product. I got a Dollar General, $4.50. It's a new pair of pruners because I'll show you. This is the last thing. If you're still with me at this point. These are the one. This is one of the pairs that I had, and there's no lock, so it just stays open. So I have to lock the box now. I still use them. They're still good. You hear that squeak? So today I saw these, which have the spring guard right there. That spring guard. They have the single blade, and it came pre-oiled, which I love. You hear that? For the most part, if it wasn't for that guard, it'd be quiet. I have not tried these. I will do another video because I wanted to talk about one of my apple trees because I got complete new growth off it, which is telling me that I should, within the next 2 years, have some good apples off that thing. And with that being said, having good apples off it, I want to. There's a point in a tree's life where all the old wood that used to produce fruit just becomes shrinkled up and bad. I want to take that wood off the tree and allow the new growth to grow. Not from the base. This new growth is from the old branches. But the old branches are still healthy. It's just the fruiting part of the branches aren't. So the new growth came up as water shoots or suckers, you would call them. It came up, and I let them grow the last couple of years. And then this year, I pruned almost all the bottom old branches off because I know I'm going to get fruit. If God allows me to get fruit. If He doesn't, then, I won't. But thing is, I already did all my pruning. I have a little bit to do today, I think, but I just did all my pruning, and then I got these. Well, I wanted to show you these. I kind of like the shears. I'm always talking about them in the videos. I'm always using them. So it's just good to have them, on hand, off hand, knife, shears, with safety in mind, of course. So that is all for this one. I know it's long, but I wanted to desperately go through both the update on the vines, which I think I just broke one. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But some vines have so many roots on them. And I wanted to show you that process of at least once a month going through and uh, recycling any of the damp paper towels, bags that have bacteria that your scion wood's in, letting them, you know, warm up a little, okay? Maybe letting them out of the bags to breathe month after month. This way they don't rot or decay or have bacteria and transfers to the tree. Some of those I didn't open up for the last 2 months, but I can tell because I have experience with it that I think they'll be okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave them in the bags, but if I see spots starting to happen or anything like that, I'm going to replace the bag. I'm going to let it air out and I'm going to replace the paper towel. Just to keep everything like it's outside right now. Refrigerator, not freezer, by the way. That is a crucial thing that I don't think a lot of people go through when they do grafting segments, which I wanted to go through because, and I know it's taken a long time. It's just, if you don't go through something like that and you have all these scions that you're ready to graft and then they don't take because of what happened in the refrigerator, you're going to go, why? Now you at least probably, maybe, I'm not saying for certain, maybe you have an understanding of why it did not happen. So it's something to consider. Okay, we're out. Bye, and have a safe, good day.